light the fires. Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to XFW. This is the Danger Zone.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
And opening up tonight,
from Charleston, South
the
Carolina,
former United States Champion, former World Heavyweight Champion, the man dubbed 2.0 by the XFW Universe, Sean Owens. Folks, 2 weeks ago, XFW was rocked by Matt Mania. A number of changes and titles take place. History was made. Ripples that will affect our promotion for months and possibly years to come. And one of those right now, Alex Quinn Esquire.
Representing the Varsity Club from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds.
Grant collecting the XFW Matt Mania case with an opportunity to challenge for the XFW United States Championship at his choosing. No expiration date, which is the most terrifying part of that contract. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Collar and elbow tie it. Owens with a far superior in-ring ability over Alex Quinn. Putting Quinn back to the ropes now. Referee Lance going to break it up here. Ooh, wild swing there by Owens. Lighting up Quinn. Back to the test of strength. Quinn shoving him down to the canvas. While up and over goes Owens into the DDT. And again, we're going to see the technical prowess of Sean Owens take center stage. Alice Quinn, the silver spoon-fed collegiate graduate. Thank you, Mike Webster, for liking the stream. His father getting him into XFW through a very, very generous promotional package through his law firm for advertising, which led to Quinn being signed on as a performer. No training, no paying his dues, as they say in the world of professional wrestling. Quinn came in cocky, arrogant, overbearing. Little has changed there, but he has gotten better in-ring ability. However, the arrogance still outweighs his abilities by far. Owens rolling to the outside. Now Quinn going to the outside. Again, you see his buddy. Oh, Owens going for a table. Here comes Quinn. Quinn punching the table out in Owens' face, but Owens fires back with an elbow. Again, welcome everyone to XFW tonight. Whether you're joining us on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, or directly on Bloodsport6.com. Troy Grant is throwing a chair in the ring. Owens dodging out of the way. Owens flying elbow right to the face and to the nose of Sean Owens. Suplex, nice float over by it. But again, you notice how Quinn is not covering or not hooking the leg at all. Owens able to kick out even before the hand came down for the referee because, knife edge chop now by Quinn. But Owens fires back with rights and lefts. Knife edge chop is on a right hand, and he busts open Quinn. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Owens now wrapping up the arm. Looking for the Beautiful suplex armbar position, setting Quinn up for the Owens special. Right now, Owens trying to set up Quinn. Wild swing. Quinn lands on the clothesline. Thank you, Kevin Harmon, for liking the stream. Marshall Foss says, can we see the silver spoon jock straps in the 2 versus 3 Destroyer Bishop? That would be a dream match here in XFW. I don't know if that much ego will get along in the ring. Right now, Quinn up high. Owens deciding what he wants to do. He's going to dump him face first in the turnbuckle. Owens now getting a full head of steam here. Ooh, but gets a kick to the midsection by Quinn. He goes low with the drop kick. Calvin, thank you for sharing as well. Stomping down the back of the heads and an elbow shot. Quinn is cunning. Ooh, toss him up and over right at the feet of his buddy Troy Grant. Surprisingly, Grant stepping away, but Quinn getting again cocky and overzealous in the ring. Both men now on the outside. Kick to the midsection, countered. Ooh, but grabs on, hoists him up, takes him now. Marshall Foskett, thank you for liking the stream. And again, the elbow. Alice Quinn now in control. Going to toss him into the barricade. And now again, Quinn looking underneath the ring with a hockey stick. Jeez, a hockey stick. This is our first match of the night. We've got chairs, a table, and a hockey stick. Owens trying to get back in the ring. Quinn now with that hockey stick, lays a shot into the midsection. And now across the back of the head. Quinn now with a cover, and again not hooking the leg. And Owens again somehow gets out Earl Sweeney. Welcome back to XFW. Right hook now by Quinn. Quinn with a waist lock. Counter by Owens. Owens now again with a hammer lock. Owens again hoisting him up. Drops him down on his back. Again utilizing the textbook plays of Owens. Owens now looking for the arm. He's got it locked on. He put too close. Did Troy Grant pull his leg underneath the ropes? Troy Grant pulled Alex Quinn's feet under the rope, and now he's getting on the apron. And again, the knee strike by Quinn. Now Quinn with the chair. Earl, thank you for liking the stream. Owens had the Owens lock. Locked on, and now a shot to the head. Quinn now standing over Owens. Kick to the midsection. Quinn looking for what he calls the pledge. And blast down Sean Owens. Owens. Wow. I'm going to call that an upset, if anything. Wow. Owens had the Owens lock, or the Owens special as he calls it, locked on. Troy Grant pulled Alex Quinn's foot under the ropes to save him because it was all over, folks. And then Alex Quinn with a chair, and then capitalizing on what he calls the pledge. And gets the victory to open up our contest. Wow. Derek Smith says statement win. I'd call it an upset.
Alex
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to XFW. Thank you for joining us here tonight. I got some wicked reflections going on over here in our studio. But folks, thank you for joining us. And we apologize for not being on last weekend. We had a whole lot of stuff going on, but we're back now live on the air here with XFW. And as I was stating, XFW Mat Mania was huge, folks. A lot of things transpired. A new XFW World Heavyweight Champion was crowned. Hiro Katsuyori defeated the Boss, Antonio Carino, in a Hell in a Cell to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. The rest of the Cosa Nostra kept out of ringside. And this showed that night who was the better man at hand, and it was Hiro Katsuyori, who, folks, surprisingly will be defending his title tonight. I did not misspeak. I did not stutter. Ladies and gentlemen, Hiro Katsuyori has said he will be a fighting champion, just like he was when he was United States champion, and has put the title on the line, and actually went out and challenged someone to fight him for the title. And he fights a former World Heavyweight Champion in Mark Collins. Those two meet in our main event tonight, but right now we're going to head to the ringside as Alexander Wagner goes one-on-one with Raiden Yamashita next on XFW Danger Zone. Let's head down to ringside.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, weighing in at that 1 pound,
Alexander Wagner making his way down the ringside. The powerhouse from Germany. Who has already had a number of high-profile wins. Looking for his first opportunity at XFW Gold is Wagner.
And his opponent from Yamaguchi, Japan, weighing in at 237 pounds, Raiden.
For his opponent tonight, ladies and gentlemen, none other than Raiden Yamashita. Former 3-time XFW Internet Champion. Training partner and friend of Tiger Ramirez. We'll talk about more about Tiger later on tonight because he will be in action. Tiger now the second man in XFW history to hold 2 titles at the same time. Here we go, folks. We're off and Wagner coming out of the gate with a shoulder tackle, just blasting Yamashita down and now hammering away. Wagner easily having a power advantage in this matchup. Yamashita the high flyer. And right now Wagner with the gator roll. Wrenching onto the head. And now a side headlock by Alexander. Raiden Yamashita's got to feel like his head's ready to pop off under the massive biceps. Ooh! And now the elbow drop. Wagner has been impressive since his debut here in XFW. Trying to shake off the moniker people are calling him the German Ultimate Warrior, says he doesn't want anything to do with Jim Hellwig or the Warrior as he changed his name to. Off the ropes now, dodging now is Raiden. And Raiden now with rights and lefts. And a drop kick right to the puss of Alexander Wagner. Oh, double tie up and over, beautiful. And now falling through into the drop kick. Kevin Dwayne Thomas, thank you for letting us stream. We got a cover here. Leg is hooked. Wagner's eyes were closed. Luckily, he got the shoulder up. Still enough in the sand again. That sling blade, another drop kick by Raiden Yamashita. Now planting the hand. Stomping away is Raiden. Raiden looking at the capacity crowd, up in a wheelbarrow, pushed it through. DDT levels him down. Beautiful execution by Raiden Yamashita, but turn the tables again by Alexander Wagner. Again, showing the power. Wagner now in control, blasting the back of Yamashita's head off the canvas like a basketball. Now wrenching through, trying to twist his head off. Putting pressure on the neck. Wagner utilizing that strength. Yamashita kicks him off. Wagner rolling to the outside. But Yamashita going to the top, perching way up, coming off body press all the way to the outside. Wagner thought he was going to take a breather, and Raiden Yamashita said, not today. What the hell is Yamashita? Got a hockey stick, rearing its ugly head again. Right hand, another roundhouse kick. Big right hand now. Yamashita, X Factor, driving the face of Wagner down on the canvas. We've got a cover here. Again, shoulders are down by Wagner, but a kick out. Later on, folks, we'll also have in action the brand new XFW Tag Team Champions. I hate to say it, Triple S LLC in the house. Seth Walker and his partner. Ooh, powerbomb. Lincoln Marsh. Seth Walker's partner is not powerbomb. Seth Walker and Lincoln Marsh, Triple S LLC capturing the XFW Tag Team Championships at Matt Mania. Raiden Yamashita catching the leg, sweeps it out. Raiden standing moonsault. And then right to the ropes, Yamashita another moonsault. Wagner rolled onto his stomach, caught that on the back. Yamashita now on the knee, into the enziguri. Yamashita putting together a combination. Cover now again on Wagner. 2. And again, the big German gets the shoulder off the canvas. Toss him in the ropes, up and over goes Wagner. Yamashita with the elbow. What the hell's he doing? Yamashita. Ooh! Landing a shot. Now Raiden on the ropes. Or on the apron, I should say. Yamashita. Ooh! Flying off the apron. Again with a splash. And Yamashita. We saw some of this aggressiveness. Ooh, head first. At Matt Mania when he challenged Dashing Danny Diamond. Putting their rivalry to bed. Yamashita now on the apron. Yamashita now. Gonna go up again. Catches him. Hurricanrana. Takes him up and over. Ooh, goes for the senton. But Wagner dodged out of the way. Yamashita gonna go a second time. This time he collides. And Yamashita now getting the blood flowing. Off the ropes, into the wheelbarrow. And this time into a bulldog. Yamashita on fire. Yamashita now grabbing the arm. Wagner with a heavy elbow. Kick to the midsection. Wagner can hoist him up. Oh! And dumps him up and over on his head. And almost a 3. Oh, Wagner's saying he's going to wrap it up here. Kick to the midsection. Wagner going to hoist him up. Oh! Dumps him on the side of his head. 1, 2, 3, Wagner. Wagner again with an impressive win here, turning the tables at the last second. And that brutal suplex, almost pile driver style maneuver. And Wagner pulls off the win. Raiden Yamashita put everything he had on the line here tonight, going full bore after Alexander Wagner. And then in this, folks, the Hurricanrana from the springboard. Right, that missing there here, Wagner, boom, that big shot to the head. And this move here turned the whole tide of the match. Yamashita got the shoulders up. But it was the next move, folks, right here, Wagner saying everything is over. And he was right. This suplex, and boom, right on the back of the skull. And that deep pin, the legs this time hooked, and Wagner keeps Yamashita down for a 3 count.
Here is your winner, Alexander Wagner.
Wagner impressing again here on Danger Zone. Raiden Yamashita pouring his heart into that match, going to the air, showing the acrobatics, but again, the pure strength of Alexander Wagner proving too much for Raiden Yamashita on this night. What an impressive match it was. And again, folks, Wagner continues to show why he's here in XFW and why he is the powerhouse he is. And he's young. He's got a lot of years in front of him. As long as he can stay healthy and not be hurt, folks, he's got a long way to go here in XFW. But, folks, we talked a little bit earlier about Tiger Ramirez. Ramirez at Matt Mania retaining the United States title, and then capturing the XFW Internet Championship away from Yuri Cho. This is only the second time in XFW history we have had a wrestler with 2 titles at the same time, and tonight Tiger Ramirez meets Phantom Zero in the ring. Let's head down to ringside.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Reykjavik, Iceland, weighing in at 231 pounds, the Phantom Zero.
Phantom Zero, who dominated when he first came to XFW. Still, very little is known about the man behind this mask. But Zero will be looking to make a name for himself tonight as he goes up against Tiger Ramirez, the current reigning United States and Internet Champion, as we await his arrival. Ladies and gentlemen, Tiger Ramirez, the reigning United States and Internet Champion, the only man in XFW history besides Mark Collins to hold 2 titles at the same time.
United States Champion and the Extreme Internet Champion, Tiger Ramirez.
Ramirez meeting Yuri Cho at XFW Matt Mania. And once again, they brought the house down in a spectacular matchup. But it was Ramirez who came away victorious with 2 titles around his waist. It was a hell of a match. Yuri Cho hitting the tombstone piledriver, but not being able to get the win. Tiger Ramirez putting the exclamation point on it with the Tiger's Tail Enziguri. But Phantom Zero in this matchup taking an early lead. Phantom Zero with a heavy right hand now. And a stiff kick to the back. Zero drives a hammer right across the face of Tiger Ramirez. Now wrenching again on the head, squeezing his head like a coconut is Phantom Zero. Power struggle here now between the 2 masked men. Phantom going to shove him down on the mat. Tiger going to roll out of the way. Tiger now showing athleticism in a beautiful arm drag. Phantom getting upset. Tiger coming in with a drop kick right between the eyes. Again, folks, if you're just joining us, thank you for tuning in to XFW. Whether you are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, or directly on Bloodsoaked6.com, where you can find XFW merchandise. Up and over goes Tiger. Tiger now with a senton. Shades of his friend who just wrestled momentarily, and Tiger into a springboard, into the moonsault, covered out by Tiger, leg is hooked on Phantom Zero, but only a 1 count. Zero getting back to his feet. Kicked in the midsection now by Zero. Tiger up on the shoulders, taking him towards the ropes here. Tiger landing some shots in the head. Maria trapped in between these 2 guys. Tiger with a hurricane runner. Phantom going to the outside. Tiger off the ropes. Phantom's not paying attention. Tiger's going to make him pay for it. Ramirez now. Full head of steam here. Tiger going to go through the rope. Oh! And miss horribly. Tiger missing his point there. And now Phantom Zero going to take over and capitalize on this mistake. Zero now hoisting him up. Zero with a power slam. Covered now on Tiger. The shoulder comes up quickly. Ramirez might have racked himself and done some serious damage with that miscalculation on that suicide dive. There's a reason they call it a suicide dive. No risk, no reward, but Tiger definitely paid the price with that jumping out of the ring. As this match is now all Phantom Zero after that horrible miscalculation by the current reigning United States and Internet Champion. Ramirez now on the apron. Phantom Zero calculating his next move. Hammering down. They now bring him in the hard way, crashing out of the canvas. Ramirez is now in trouble. Ooh. Ramirez fires back with that. Inside the ring, Tiger with a clothesline. Tiger looks a little weary here with an elbow shot. Phantom Zero now grabbing a front face lock, but hoists him up vertical suplex. Tiger trying to change the legs, manages to break free, takes him out at the knee. But Zero still getting back up. Tiger now looking for his own suplex. Oh, turns it into a brain buster, dumping Phantom Zero on the back of his skull. Tiger now looking for Tiger suplex. Shoulders are down on Phantom Zero. 2. Almost a 3 count. Almost a 3 count. Now Tiger Ramirez trying to get this capacity crowd fired up. Phantom Zero is down. Counted out by Zero. Might have been playing possum. Puts Tiger in their corner. It just dumps him. Big impact there by Phantom Zero. Now back into the corner we go. Phantom going to the outside now. Tiger in the corner. And there's that damn hockey stick again. We need to get rid of this thing. Tiger dodging out of the way. Oh, but the second one finds its mark. And now brutal shots across the body by Phantom Zero. Zero now hoisting him up. Oh, and now his own brain buster. Covered now by Phantom Zero. Just about a 2 count, but Tiger again staying resilient. Zero now in the corner. Calling his shot here. Ramirez is in trouble. Blasting him across the back of the skull is Phantom Zero. 2. Ooh! Almost a 3. Phantom Zero almost walked away with that one. Tiger trying to get back to his feet. Calling him a tie-up. Back to the corner we go. Phantom getting himself some room here, charging in and a spear to the midsection. And again the hockey stick. Tiger blasts him through, wraps him up. But shoves him into Maria. Tiger fires back. Tiger now with a combination into a spinning heel kick. Ramirez now showing a glimpse of light. Again the elbow. Big right hand. Looking for a second. Tiger suplex. This time all impact, no bridge. And Ramirez now in the corner. Ramirez with the Tiger's tail blasting across on Phantom Zero. Now a cover. And Tiger Ramirez. Ramirez with the win. Hard fought battle. Phantom Zero with only his second loss here in XFW. And surprisingly, his first loss was to Yori Cho. And now his second loss to the man that took the Internet Championship away from Yori Cho, Tiger Ramirez. And Phantom Zero came close to winning this matchup, folks. Boom, that shot right there. And then clubbing away with that hockey stick. We got to get that thing the hell away from ringside. But Tiger Ramirez turning the tables, hitting a second Tiger's tail engine. Watch this, folks. Watch this shot to the back of the head. Boom! Ramirez was almost out right then and there. If it wasn't for that hesitation, if it wasn't for that small amount of celebration by Phantom Zero, that could have been a 3 count. Phantom Zero came very close, but Tiger Ramirez turning the tables right here. And this Tiger suplex, boom, you see no bridge. He just dunked on the back of his head, transition right here into the corner for the Tiger's tail enziguri, bam! And the internet and United States champion racks himself up. Another victory here tonight on XFW Danger Zone. What a matchup.
Here is your winner, Tiger Ramirez.
What a match. Tiger Ramirez never ceases to amaze me inside the ring, but again, Phantom Zero himself, folks, is quite the spectacle to see inside the ring. A very impressive matchup. Wow. And again, Phantom Zero has done amazingly here by himself, or for himself, I should say, in XFW. An outstanding in-ring competitor. And again, his first loss was to Yuri Cho, the man who would go on to beat Tiger Ramirez several times. And then Ramirez, again, back and forth. It's 50-50 between Cho and Tiger every time they got inside the ring. But Tiger coming away at Mat Mania with the XFW United States Championships and the Internet Championships around his waist or over his shoulders, however you want to look at it. But an amazing display of athleticism tonight. Right now, women's action next here in XFW as Tia Adams is in action against Skywolf next on the Danger Zone. Let's head down to ringside for the ladies.
Is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Miami, Florida, Skywolf.
Skywolf making her way down to ringside. This young lady, no stranger to violence. Looking for her first opportunity to challenge for an XFW Women's title. Any type of victory tonight over Tia Adams will grant her that ability. Count out, disqualification, although there are very few disqualifications in XFW, or submission could put Sky in a power position.
And her opponent from Sioux Falls, South Dakota,
Tia Adams making her way out. Adams unsuccessful in defending against Mat Mania. Almost forgot that, actually. Though we had the new XFW Women's Champion. Also preoccupied with Tiger Ramirez. Though we had a new Women's Champion in XFW on Mat Mania. And however, Tia Adams was not in the decision of that matchup. The Rebel, thank you for liking the stream. As Tessa Van Hayes did come away with the XFW Women's Championship. Adams, however, does have a rematch clause. Derek Smith asking about roster uploads. We are continuing to try to upload a roster. However, there seems to be some kind of glitch. We upload them, they're not there. We upload them, they're not there. We upload them, and again, they are not there. So we will continue to upload XFW stars to the WWE 2K25 community creations. Morgan Steiner at ringside of Tia Adams, who does not look happy. Again, she is right now the #1 contender for the title held by Tessa Van Hayes. And Skywolf looking to knock her off her pedestal. Oh! But all she got there was a boot to the face by Adams. And now a roundhouse kick and Sky Wolf just collapsed like a house of cards. Oop, she dodged and sweeps out the legs of Tia Adams. Sky Wolf now with a heavy elbow. I said it before and I'll say it again, this young lady likes to brawl. She's not the biggest woman in the ring, but she fights like she is. And there's a big elbow to the fist of the former women's champ, but Adams gets out of the way. Adams now scoops her up by her neck and blasts her down to the canvas. Adams now in control. Sky Wolf going to try to outpower her here, and she does. Again, I talked about this. Oh! But Adams fires back. Oh, now a little bit of a confidence boost here for Tia Adams, who's now looking for a possible powerbomb, hoisting her up. Ooh, sit-down powerbomb. No pin. Just driving her down for the impact. Oh, and a super kick. And Morgan Steiner just threw his chair in. Oh, no. Oh, my dear Lord. Oh, my God, the brutality. You hear this crowd booing in a clothesline. Oh, and she's not done. Sky Wolf. Oh! Just got turned upside down and inside out by Tia Adams. Threw that chair into her face. The unforgiving, relentless brutality by Tia Adams. What is this now? Adams going up to the, all the way to the top now. Adams superplex. Adams is making a statement here tonight. She wants her title back. And Sky Wolf just happens to be the first unfortunate woman to be in the ring with her. Adams now with a mouthful here to say. Uh-oh. Adams going to hoist her up. And blast her. Good Lord, what a powerbomb. Adams now with a cover. Whoa, Sky Wolf gets the shoulders up. Adams, though, right back over top of her. Adams now holds her up. And a choke slam. Drives her back down. The impact of that alone, and that's it. Wow. Sky Wolf put up a hell of a fight. But at some point, Adams' vicious, aggressive nature just took off. And she went on several, right here, right there. Jeez. After that, Sky showed no more offense. I think she was, quite frankly, folks, I think she was unconscious on her feet. She may have a concussion. Wow. And right here, the verbal assault before blasting her with this powerbomb. I think Sky kicked out of this on sheer instinct. Sheer instinct. That's how Wolf got her shoulder off the mat. And then Adams followed up with this. Grabbing the leg by the choke. Boom. Down she goes. And Adams locks up a victory.
Here is your winner, Tia Adams.
An impressive showing by Tia Adams. I don't ever, ever, ever want to cross that woman's path. I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say it. That's just the way it's going to be, folks. I do not want to upset that woman. I do not want to be anywhere near her when she's upset. Adams is a true women's champion here in XFW. Again, not always the best attitude. And again, Morgan Steiner sometimes is on the up and up. Again, Steiner and I've known him since he was here in XFW since day one when he was our head referee. Before that mantle was passed on when Steiner retired. and then came back. Because, folks, once you leave wrestling, it's always tough to stay away. Something always pulls you back, always gets you back in the swing of things. And Steiner coming back as a manager and then going on to a very successful, what he calls now the entourage here in XFW, as I'm searching for the music for the next match. But again, Steiner now has gone on to oversee a number of champions here in our promotion. And folks, I don't think it's anytime soon. I think T. Adams is well on her way already to trying to get back the Women's Championship. But right now, tag team match coming your way as Calgary Red clashes with the Costa Nostra next on XFW Danger Zone. And again, folks, thank you. No matter what platform you're watching us on, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or TikTok. Thank you for joining us here tonight at XFW Danger Zone. Here comes Calgary Red.
At a combined weight of that 2 pounds, Dalton Sharp and Trevor Young.
Dalton Sharp and Trevor Young. Young upstart team from Canada. These two have been hot in XFW. Quickly becoming one of my personal favorite tag teams here in our promotion. Two pure athletes in the ring.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 504 pounds.
But they'll have their work cut out for them tonight when they go up against the Costa Nostra. Costa Nostra themselves, former XFW Tag Team Champions. They had a death grip on the tag titles for well over a year. And here we go. And already the loose cannon firing off on Dalton Sharp. First chin lock and drives Dalton's head with a canvas heart. Ooh, this shot to the back there. Later on tonight, the XFW former 9-time World Heavyweight Champion, the Destroyer, will be in action. As I stated, we will see the new reigning World Heavyweight Champion, Hiro Katsunori, in action, defending his title for the first time since Matt Mania, since winning his title against Mark Collins. Right now, I was going to say Billy Rucci in control of this match, but Dalton Sharp with a nice counter there. And Sharp now lighting him up with rights and lefts and hard hooks. Rucci against the ropes. Sharp now will bounce him off and blast him in the lower kidneys. Sharp now sends him into home territory for Calgary Red. Makes a tag. In comes Trevor Young. Young now with an Irish whip. What is going on? Oh! Nice combination there by Calgary Red. We've got a cover here. Referee lands out of position there. Young man, you got to be ready for this. Kick countered out by Billy Rucci, who's got the legs. Goes right after the eyes and nose of Trevor Young. All legal in XFW. Very few times you see the qualification. Young now sitting in the turnbuckle. Right next to the hammer, Tony Vincent. And there's the tag. Here comes the big man for the Costa Nostra. Double Irish whip. Back elbows delivered by the former tag champs. The underlings of the boss, Antonio Carino, who has not been seen since Matt Mania. Off the ropes, goes for big boot. Trevor dodges out of the way. Trevor coming in. Trevor up and over into a neck breaker. Beautiful execution. And again, the technical prowess of these two young men is outstanding. Trevor now on the top rope here. Going to hammer away on the hammer himself. Just blasting away the count. The audience counting. as he gets a 10-bell salute in the corner. The tag again, in comes Dalton Sharp. Ooh! Big elbow driving the face of the Hammer down to the mat. Oh, the Hammer fires back. Blocks the right hand and lays in shots of his own. Up and down Uranagi. Rolling out of the way. Trevor again. Catches the leg. Oh, but Rucci fires right back. That was impressive by Rucci. Dalton Sharp caught the first attempt of the super kick and shoved his foot down, but Rucci fired back with an explosive second shot and took the young man down. Push him off the rope. Oh, looks for it a second time, but Dalton Sharp got him, rolls through on that same leg, and sends him down. Ooh. Extra added damage, a wrenching on the knee of Rucci. Rucci went to the well one too many times with that shot, and Dalton Sharp made him pay for it. Big right hand. Dalton again with the elbow. Dalton now up. And scissors takedown on Rucci. Tag team division continues to get tougher and tougher here in XFW. What is this? Up and oh, modified Northern Lights suplex on Rucci. Almost a 3 count. In comes the Hammer to break it up. That was almost a 3 count. Oh! Dalton Sharp making him pay for it. Holding him with tie up. Fires him in home territory. Tag again. In comes Trevor Young. Oh. They might be looking for Canada up on the top rope. He is. And off he goes. Rucci's in trouble. Rucci's in trouble. And somehow Billy Rucci survives. And look at, you can see Trevor Young blown away. As not many people have lasted through Canada. The high angle leg drop from the top rope, but Billy Rucci is wiry. Off the ropes, shoulder tackle, both men staying on their feet. Off the ropes, a little bit of rope and dope here now. Ooh, back elbow by Rucci on the money, right to the jaw of Trevor Young. Rucci sends him in the corner. Tag, in comes Tony Vincent, a.k.a. The Hammer. Ooh! Brutal wide open shot to the midsection. And those right hooks and those left shots by the Tony Vincent hit like no other. And now the big man on the middle rope. This is dangerous big body press. Damn near 300 pounds coming down on top of you. Trevor dodges out of the way. But the Hammer lays in a shot right across the jaw. Double axe handle charging. But only a 2 count. Trevor Young now in trouble. Ooh, and again you see those wild shots there. But a counter. Trevor Young now going through. Trevor hooks him up. Spinning neck breaker. Double on hook and a spinning neck breaker. Rucci coming in to break up the count. He knew that was danger zone for the Hammer, Tony Vincent. Young now sends him to the ropes. Oh, it takes a shot at Rucci. The young men are holding their own against the Costa Nostra, the much more experienced team. Elbow shot by the Hammer. He knew it was coming. Oh, but an open hand slap. Shoots him in the ropes, follows through. Ooh, again with the elbow. Rucci watching on now. Open hand slaps now. Oh, brutal back elbow there by Trevor Young. That was impressive. Trevor Young reversed, drops him down. And now going after. Oh, here we go. We've got Bedlam. The Costa Nostra being poised to their own tactics here. We've got all 4 men now on the outside. Tony Vincent took out Trevor Young, and now he's going up to Dalton Sharp, and Dalton Sharp with the counter. But now he's getting ping-pong between them. Referee up to a 4 count. Wild shot there by Billy Rucci, hoisting up. Oh! What a backbreaker. Up to a 7 count. These guys need to get back inside. Just make it. Both of them just make it under the 9 count. And again, all hell broke out there. Ooh, elbow shot again. Up and over into the neck breaker. And again, taking Rucci off the apron is Trevor Young. Elbow shot to the middle of the spine. Hard impact in the turnbuckle again. Tag in comes Dalton Sharp. They're gonna try it again, this time on the hammer. Oh, Canada. And a cover again. Can Rucci make the save? And Calgary Red with the win. Calgary Red just did the unthinkable and pinned the former World Tag Team Champions. What a win for Calgary Red here tonight. This is going to raise their stock in the championship division. What a win by these two young men without the presence of the other members of the Cosa Nostra. Billy Rucci and Tony Vincent were out-wrestled, pure and clear. They had the advantage of the power and the aggressiveness. But Dalton Sharp and Trevor Young simply outperforming, using their technical prowess and bringing it to the Cosa Nostra. Yes, it took 2 O Canada moves from the top rope, but that move right there, that modified Northern Light suplex, was outstanding. What a win for Calgary Red. And Trevor Young, again, that shot to the jaw. How he stayed on his feet, how he kept the lights on the front porch is beyond me. But that leg drop, the O Canada leg drop from the top rope, and Calgary Red pulls off the victory tonight here in the Danger Zone.
Dalton Sharp and Trevor Young.
Calgary Red with an impressive win tonight here in XFW. Wow, what a way for those two young men to go, folks. An impressive battle nonetheless. Now, folks, during that matchup, I did get some information. Again, the Destroyer was supposed to be in action tonight. But unfortunately, that is not going to happen tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We learned earlier on that this took place backstage earlier on tonight, folks. I don't have an explanation as to why this took place, but let's go to the footage right now. Hank Garrett, Stonewall Hank Garrett, seen here, going after the Destroyer backstage. Now, these two have never had issue before, but the Destroyer is making his way to the gorilla position. Garrett blasting away on the Destroyer, and again, folks, we don't know why. We don't know what provocated this. We don't know what drove these two to battle, but the Destroyer was blindsided. There are some people who were somewhat witnesses that said Garrett walked up, offered a handshake to the Destroyer, and then just laid in like you're seeing now. The Destroyer was taken by surprise and just decimated by the 400-pounder that is Hank Garrett. And this here, folks, the Destroyer tried to fight back, tried to take out the base of the big man, but it wasn't long before Garrett was right back on top. And again, both these guys are massive men. Both of them are former world champions. Both of them at one point were, dare I say, somewhat friendly to one another. But it all of a sudden wasn't until this backstage altercation, and again, we don't know why. We don't know what transpired. We don't know what caused this battle. But it was bad, folks. And again, we're trying to get an update on the Destroyer's condition. We have learned that he will not be in action tonight. Garrett continued to battle away. The Destroyer tried everything he can, but Garrett continued to counter the big man. People were watching in fear off to the side as Garrett just continued to beat down the Destroyer. And this is where things went south, folks. This is where things went really south on Garrett, hoisting him up. And the massive jackhammer on the back in the concrete floor, and Garrett leaving the Destroyer down and out. And again, folks, we don't know what caused this. We don't know why this transpired backstage. We don't know what caused Hank Garrett to do the unthinkable. We don't know why he would go to this length. And again, the Destroyer and Garrett have never had issues in the past. Never had anything going on. But as I said, apologies. As I said, there were some witnesses who were backstage and said that Garrett walked up, approached the Destroyer friendly as always, reached out to shake his hand, and then laid in the first heavy shot that staggered the Destroyer and then led to the battle between the two, and we don't know why. Hank Garrett has always been a stand-up guy, folks, but for some reason tonight, that something has changed. Something happened, and Garrett went south. So we'll have to find out more on that. Right now, we're looking at the music for the next match, folks. Tag team action coming with the new XFW Tag Team Champions in action. Triple S LLC next on XFW Danger Zone. And here comes Hazard Warning, making their way out to ringside.
At a combined weight of 498 pounds, Keith Hale and Liam Phelps.
Liam Phelps and Keith Hale, Hazard Warning, coming out to ringside. These two guys having some hiatus away from XFW, coming back now and tonight get an opportunity. This match was scheduled before Triple S LLC won the tag team titles at Mat Mania. So this is really in favor of Hazard Warning. They have an opportunity tonight to now become number one contenders if they can upset Triple S LLC. With their opponents tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Seth Walker, Lincoln Marsh, and the company of the ring by that little weasel, the used car salesman from New Jersey, Sweet Sedan Stan. Stan at one point was an in-ring performer who was 1-101. He won one match in his entire career, went on a weekend bender for 3 days, missing his next several matches. Then he had the audacity to go on at some point and tell people he was a Grand Slam champion in XFW. And here we go. And Marsh coming out of the gate, swinging, and the haymaker shot. And poor Liam Phelps is already on his face. Hazard Warning is a solid team all around. At times they use very, very questionable tactics in the ring. Most times one of the guys trying to sacrifice himself for the betterment of the team, staying in the ring, absorbing much damage as they can. As they say, it's a tactic that they use to weaken their opponents, causing them to use expend as much energy as possible, and then tagging in the fresh man to keep it going. But sometimes that strategy has severely backfired on Hazard Warning. The title tale of quick tags seems to be far more problem. Oh! There's a thumb to the eye. That's always been a good tactic. As Liam Phelps turns the tides there, Lincoln Marsh with that quick thumb to the eye. Here's a tag, bringing in Keith Hale. Hale now with a wide open shot to the midsection. Hale does have a hell of a mustache. Rivals that of the Sarge. There's a big haymaker shot there by Hale. What the hell's a ladder doing in front of the camera? We have a maintenance guy out there? No, of course not. It's Sweet Sedan Stan. Stan already tried to make things muddy in this match with the ladder at ringside. Lincoln Marsh now back in control. Marsh, what the hell's he doing? Oh, Marsh should be looking for an Alabama slam, and he is! Walks over, tags in the former World Heavyweight Champion. Walker! And lays him with a heavy clothesline. Keith Hale gets back to his feet, opens his eyes, and finds himself with a whole new opponent inside the ring. Off the ropes. Back body drop. Derek Smith saying, Sweet Sedan Stan's changing the light bulbs. I don't think there's any light bulbs on Sweet Sedan Stan's head. Actually, I can't actually say that. Somehow, Sweet Sedan Stan manages to somehow get his men in championship positions when they have never earned it. Getting them title matches is exactly what happened right now. Seth Walker with a superplex. Walker and Marsh, while they are a very formidable tag team, were not ranked #1 contenders and got multiple opportunities against American Pain, the former tag champs. And then at Mat Mania, Triple S LLC winning the titles because Sweet Sedan Stan got himself interjected into the matchup. Hemingway now, Lincoln Marsh. Big hammer shots to the back of Keith Hale. Ooh! Now the knee right to the side of the head. Look at this, Keith Hale going outside. Turning his attention to Seth Walker, but he's going to pay for it as Lincoln Marsh goes right after him. Oh, well, Hale will counter. Hale taking out both members of Triple S LLC. Spoke too soon. Marsh with a counter. Marsh going to hoist him up and show off some power here. Oh! Dumped him on the ladder. Oh, and Walker just blasted him with a table. Lincoln Marsh going outside. This match is over. That would have been a 10 count. Right there, Keith Hale was out. Lincoln Marsh just threw him back in. Walker had him down. Sweet Sedan Stan's now taking the turnbuckle off the top rope in that bottom corner, and Lincoln Marsh going to use it right away. The brand new XFW Tag Team Champions having little trouble right now with Hazard Warning. Marsh going to pick him up. Ooh, and a knee shot to the face by Keith Hale. Keeping hopes alive for Hazard Warning. Going to hoist him up for a snapmare. Lincoln Marsh counters and slams him down. Oh, he's not done the deadlift. And he's going to go for a second shot. Oh my God, Marsh is now just looking to brutalize poor Keith Hale for the third time, slamming him down to the canvas. Lincoln Marsh is an absolute brute. Oh! What an exploder. Marsh just tossing him up over his head. Hale, though, fighting back. Elbow across the face. But Marsh again lays a haymaker shot. Oh! He took a shot at Liam Phelps. Phelps just got off the apron and realized what he was getting himself into. And Hale just getting dominated. Back in comes Walker. Keith Hale has now been in there for a long time, and you know what, folks? I said it earlier on, Hale is taking a lot of damage. Hale is taking a lot of damage. He's countering moves here and there. He's causing Triple S LLC to run around. And right now, Hale has turned the tides, and I think Hazard Warning have put their textbook play into effect as here comes Liam Phelps, and Liam Phelps now up and over into a DDT. Off the ropes, beautiful springboard leg drop. This is what Hazard Warning, I was saying before, which is a very unorthodox tactic, has done. Liam Phelps on the ropes for a long time. Seth Walker and Lincoln Marsh. 2, almost a 3. Lincoln Marsh and Seth Walker were doing a lot of damage, a lot of offense, but again, very winded now. And tag back, here comes Hale. Phelps went in the ring and did a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. And look at this. Oh, they're stealing O Canada onto Seth Walker. Walker gets the shoulder up. Walker gets the shoulder up, but again, hazard warning. And now look at this. What the hell Sweet Sedan Stan doing in the ring? What the hell is Sweet Sedan Stan doing in there? Walker drives the boots into the face. Sweet Sedan Stan got up there for the distraction, and now Walker blasts him into Maria. And a gut-wrench powerbomb. Covered now by Walker. 2, and a kick out. Almost a 3. The tag team champs struggling here a little bit. Surprised by the unorthodox tactics of hazard warning. Phelps up in the air now. Lincoln Marsh gonna bring him down the hard way. And again takes him off. Lincoln Marsh sizing him up. Right hand now by Hale. Oh, and there's the stomping boot. 2. Phelps in there to make the save. That big boot. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go, folks. We've got chaos here. He pissed off Marsh, and now Walker's in the ring, not the legal man. Oh, double team up there. Big time power slam by Lincoln Marsh. Hale is down and out. Phelps on the outside. And that's it. Hazard warning tried their best. Deployed one of their best tactics, and it almost worked. It came close. But Triple S LLC utilizing their sheer power to get the victory. And again, the underhanded tactics. Seth Walker coming in, not the legal man. Eliminating Liam Phelps from the apron. And Marsh able to capitalize with a pullback power slam. And right there, the match was over right there when Walker blasted Hale in the face with a door. Liam Phelps almost stole this one away. They could have set themselves up right there. There's that big boot. Drives him all the way down to the mat, but then the power slam by Lincoln Marsh. And it's the 1, 2, 3 for Triple S LLC. The brand new XFW Tag Team Champions victorious tonight. I don't like that I have to announce that they are Tag Team Champions. I don't like giving Sweet Sedan Stan any props for anything. I don't like it. But folks, we did get some word up on the Destroyer. He is not cleared to wrestle. He may have suffered a minor concussion at the hands of Hank Garrett Stonewall. We'll try to find out what exactly happened with Stonewall Garrett, why he did what he did, why he would fake a handshake to the Destroyer and then lay into him with brutality. And it's for a very unprovoked attack. The Destroyer and Garrett have only met in the ring a handful of times over the years. And they've never had any animosity between each other. They've never had any issues against one another. They've always been competitive, but never vindictive. So I'm not sure exactly what transpired, what set off Hank Stonewall Garrett. But we'll try to find out and get to the bottom of it, folks. But again, the Destroyer cannot compete now tonight due to that fact. So we're going to jump right to our main event of the evening. Hiro Katsuyori, the brand new XFW World Heavyweight Champion, putting his title on the line. Only 2 weeks out from Matt Manning where he won the title. And this is because Hiro Katsuyori said he will be a fighting champion. He said he will defend this title every opportunity he gets. He already looked back and said the reason he picked Mark Collins is because Collins was the man that the boss, Antonio Carino, cashed in his Extreme Opportunity briefcase against. So, folks, we're going to head down to ringside. Collins, Katsuyori, the XFW World title up for grabs next in our main event on XFW Danger Zone. Let's head down to ringside. Oh, I was talking too long, folks. We're already in the ring. Sorry about that. Oh! Spoke way too long. Katsuyori already down. Collins going right after the knee. Collins now going for a springboard. Katsuyori dodging out of the way. Katsuyori here with a quick cover. I expect this match to go back and forth quite a bit. Both these guys very, very sound inside the ring. Katsuyori now rolling up. Katsuyori bridging over. Maria is going to have to stay on her toes on this one. Both of them back to their feet. Wild swing there by Collins. Levels down Katsuyori. Collins has got to keep the pressure on. He's going to want to watch and avoid the suplexes. Katsuyori, known as the XFW suplex machine. Ooh! Lash right there. Jacking the jaw. Katsuyori now going back. Katsuyori with a backbreaker. Katsuyori now hoisting him up again, targeting the back of Collins. Collins wisely rolling the outside. Good ring awareness by the former world champ. Collins now with there's that ham hockey stick again, but a knee lift by Katsuyori. That thing has been floating in every match. Katsuyori now belly-to-belly suplex. Katsuyori taking the hockey stick to the outside. Coming back in. Collar elbow tie-up. Collins now with an Irish whip. Katsuyori in the turnbuckle. Elbow shot now by Katsuyori. Hiro, double underhook. Take him up and over. Beautiful pinning combination. Collins not looking comfortable. Shoulders are down. But it gets the shoulder up. Almost. That was close. Katsuyori had that one hooked on tight. Katsuyori now half and half. Dumped him on the back of his head. Katsuyori again with another cover. Collins. You see the pain writhing on his face too. Let it kick out again. Collins getting back to his feet. The current world champion. Over his shoulder. Heavy shots to the head now. Hiro with an Irish whip. Dropped down now by Hiro. Into a leapfrog. Katsuyori rolls him through. Neckbreaker. The champion now in control. Dominating Mark Collins. This time only a 1 count. Collins forcing him off a little bit of torque there. Collins catches a right hook. Katsuyori now laying in shots. Into the ropes we go. Katsuyori again hooks up. Dragon suplex. Dunking him on the bag. You see Collins holding onto his neck right there. We got a cover again. Collins again. Showing why he was the first ever Grand Slam champion in XFW. But right now, Katsuyori's absolutely dominating him. Oh! Collins firing back though. Repeated knife edge chops. Where did that come from? Collins now explosive offense and a big flying elbow. Collins now like a man hell-bent. Just turn the tables on the champion. Pile driver. Out of nowhere. Collins just lit up the champion. 2. Collins now springboard. Katsuyori dodges out of the way. Katsuyori now wrapping him up. Katsuyori looking. Hurricane clothesline. And takes him down and out. Cover. And again, a kick out. This one's been very, very close. Both these men have gone on explosive back and forth action. Oh, Collins. Collins looking for the ripcord cutter. Collins could take back the championship here tonight. We got a cover. We've got a cover. Oh, so close. So close. Collins was a half a second away from taking the championship away from Katsuyori in his first title defense. Delilah Watts, thank you for liking the stream. Collins was a split second away from capturing the title back from Hiro Katsuyori. What a closely contested matchup. This has been Katsuyori now, lighting him up. Katsuyori looking for an exploder, and he catches him. And now Katsuyori calling his shot here. Collins trying to get back to his feet. Katsuyori sizing him up. Katsuyori looking, cradle suplex. Katsuyori dumping Collins in the back of his head. And a kick out, holy cow. Both these guys. One title on the line. Katsuyori now a little rope-a-dope. Big clothesline now by Hiro Katsuyori. And back into a cover. 2. And Katsuyori, with that wind-up clothesline, retains the World Heavyweight Championship. Holy cow! Talk about an explosive back-and-forth matchup. Both these guys surviving their each other's finishing maneuvers, surviving signature moves. And Katsuyori, again with some of the most deadliest clotheslines and lariats in the business today. Catches Collins off guard with that wild clothesline and retains his championship. Right here, the Hurricane Lariat, boom! And Collins got the shoulder up somehow after being devastated by that maneuver. And right here, Collins catching with the ripcord cutter. Folks, I thought that was it. Boom! Not many people survived that. You see Katsuyori's close to the ropes, but watch how close this count was. 1, 2, watch Maria's hand. It was right there. And Katsuyori catching here with the cradle suplex. The move he won the title with, but he didn't have the hands connected. He couldn't hold on, and Collins kicking out, but then turning the table with that wild off-the-ropes clothesline. And the 3 count for Katsuyori, and he retains his World Heavyweight Championship.
And still, Extreme World Heavyweight.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to XFW. We'll be back tomorrow night with Saturday Night Showdown. Hopefully get an update on the Destroyer. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the new fans. We'll see you next time on XFW.
Into